Hi, Alliance members. This is Newell Auger coming to you from the Health and Human Services Committee room in the Cross Building for the week ending April the 6th. A lot went on in Augusta this week because they moved to sessions taking place for 4 days of the week. They were going to do 5, but they canceled the one for tomorrow. But they're moving into full-day sessions and 2-day sessions next week every day. We only have about 7 days left in the session. The statutory adjournment date is next Wednesday, or excuse me, a week from Wednesday, April the 18th. But I think the conventional wisdom is that they will not have everything done by that point, and it may bleed into the end of that week and maybe into the week after that. Who is to say? But right now, we're focused on a number of issues related to home-based care. The Section 40 increase that we've been advocating for is almost ready to be reported out of the committee, where it'll head to the House floor. Right now it's a 3-vote split, with one group, mostly the D's, supporting an 80% of Medicare rate, one Republican supporting an increase to 70% of Medicare, and a number of the remaining R's opposed. But we're trying to get that bill tabled once it does hit the House floor, and try to get that meeting that we've been looking for between the Burns and Associate folks and all of you to make our case. With regard to the increase in the home-based care reimbursement rates for 1963 and 96, we continue to talk with folks on appropriations. They know we're there, and we're at the head of the line. Again, I haven't heard anything different from that. Or different than that, and that's been pretty much the same all session long. But as things wait till the end of the year, as I said from the start, they tend to get pulled into a lot of other things going on, and there are a lot of other moving parts to this. The first is Medicaid expansion, which today is having a hearing at the Appropriations Committee. Obviously, the Democrats are really supportive of that. The governor has said, or has challenged the legislature, and specifically the Democrats, to come up with that money. A second issue that is now starting to really bubble up is tax conformity. The Republicans are insisting that we address that before the legislature goes home, because if we wait until 2019, it's going to be a real cluster for Maine businesses who may have to do 2 different returns and won't really be able to plan their business operations for 2018, not knowing what's going to happen. What will happen, or what the tax implications of that behavior will be. So that's something they're pretty significantly pushing. The minimum wage bill, which was pushed by the Chamber and the Retail Association of Maine, to try to slow down the increase to 50-cent increments over the next 3 or 4 years. That bill died in the House, or I should say lost in the House, by a 3-vote margin, 75-72 earlier today. But I don't think that discussion is over necessarily, and I suspect the Republicans may be keeping that as some type of a bargaining chip or chit or request as we get later and later down the line. So there are a lot of other things in play that are going to all be part of any final agreement that leaves the Appropriations Committee. One of the other bills that's kind of getting a little bit of movement is LD 1466. Saw some of the nursing homes and some of their representatives up here today. That provides an additional increase in the nursing home reimbursement rate, including adult day and a number of others. We had originally been in that bill. We'd been pulled out and got our increase last year, but that's also in the mix, at least, and will be down the stretch. And beyond that, we will continue to give you updates in terms of specific items that appear on the agenda. There really aren't any more because the committee work is pretty much done. All of that work is now into the full legislature, the House and Senate basically having to make those decisions. And that calendar is printed every day, but there are so many items that are tabled at this point that one of them can be pulled up and acted upon at any moment. And the bigger items, obviously, tax conformity, Medicaid expansion, are probably going to be resolved only at the last minute up before the legislature. So stay tuned, and will be another reasonably exciting report for you a week from today. Take care.